The world of daytime television is built on grand emotions, love that defies logic, heartbreak that spans generations, and revelations that leave audiences breathless. Yet sometimes, the most powerful stories don't unfold on screen. They happen quietly, in real life, and resonate just as deeply with fans who have grown up alongside their favorite stars. This week, General Hospital fans were stunned by unexpected personal news from one of the show's most beloved and enduring actresses. Nancy Lee Grahn, the iconic woman behind Alexis Davis, confirmed that her engagement has come to an end. With just two simple words, "Not anymore," she closed the door on a chapter many believed would lead to a new beginning. No dramatic press conference. No carefully staged announcement. Just a brief, honest confirmation that sent ripples through the fan community and sparked an outpouring of concern, support, and reflection. For a woman known for portraying strength, intelligence, and emotional complexity, the quiet finality of her words spoke volumes. Nancy Lee Grahn has never been one to live her life entirely in the shadows. Over the years, she has shared glimpses of her personal joys and struggles with fans, always with authenticity and a touch of humor. When news of her engagement first surfaced, it was met with widespread happiness. Here was a woman who had weathered professional highs, personal losses, and the relentless pace of a decades-long career, and now she seemed to have found a partner to share the next chapter with. Fans celebrated her happiness as if it were their own. Social media filled with congratulatory messages, hearts, and comments about how deserving she was of love and stability. Many saw the engagement as a symbol of hope, that even after life's hardest seasons, new beginnings are possible. Which is why the confirmation of its end felt so jarring. There was no build-up, no hint of turmoil. One moment, the future seemed set. The next, it was gone. When Nancy responded to a fan inquiry with the simple phrase, "Not anymore," it carried a weight that far exceeded its length. It was direct, unembellished, and unmistakably final. Those two words suggested acceptance rather than bitterness, closure rather than chaos. And perhaps most poignantly, they hinted at a private decision made with grace, even if it came with pain. For someone who has spent her career delivering emotionally layered performances, Nancy didn't need a long statement to convey the truth. The brevity of her response allowed fans to read between the lines, to sense disappointment, resilience, and a quiet determination to move forward. To understand why this news resonated so strongly, one must understand Nancy Lee Grahn's place in the General Hospital universe. Since joining the show in the mid-1990s, she has brought Alexis Davis to life with extraordinary depth. Alexis is a character defined by contradictions, fiercely intelligent yet emotionally vulnerable, morally driven yet deeply flawed, strong in the courtroom but often wounded in matters of the heart. Through alcoholism, loss, motherhood, and turbulent romances, Alexis has endured. And Nancy has portrayed every moment with raw authenticity. Over time, the line between character and actress has blurred in the hearts of fans. They see Nancy's real-life courage mirrored in Alexis' on-screen battles. They celebrate her triumphs and mourn her setbacks with the same intensity they bring to the storylines in Port Charles. So when Nancy's personal life takes an unexpected turn, it feels, in some small way, like a turn in the story of a beloved character. Being a soap star means living under a unique kind of spotlight. Unlike film or primetime actors, daytime performers appear in viewers' homes almost every day. They become familiar, comforting presences, part of routines, part of memories, part of family conversations. Nancy has been that presence for nearly 3 decades. Fans have watched her age gracefully, evolve as an artist, and speak candidly about social issues, motherhood, and personal growth. She has never pretended her life was perfect. Instead, she has embraced honesty, even when it meant sharing moments of vulnerability. The end of her engagement, therefore, feels less like celebrity gossip and more like hearing difficult news about someone you've known for years. As soon as her words spread, speculation followed. That is the inevitable downside of fame. Questions arose. What happened? Was there a betrayal? A change of heart? Circumstances that made the future they envisioned impossible? But alongside the curiosity came something far more powerful: respect. Many fans made it clear that they did not need details. What mattered was Nancy's well-being. Her privacy. Her right to process the end of a relationship without having every emotion dissected by strangers. Messages of support poured in, reminding her that she is admired not only for her talent, but for her resilience and integrity. That whatever the reason for the breakup, she is not alone. There is a particular kind of heartbreak that comes with the end of an engagement. It is not just the loss of a partner, but the loss of a future that once felt certain.
Plans dissolve. Dreams are rewritten.
The question of what could have been lingers long after the decision is made. For someone in the public eye, that heartbreak is compounded by the knowledge that others are watching, wondering, and sometimes projecting their own hopes onto your life. Yet Nance's response suggests a woman who understands that endings, while painful, are sometimes necessary. That choosing not to continue a relationship can be an act of self-respect, even when it hurts. Not anymore is not a statement of defeat. It is a statement of truth. It is impossible not to draw parallels between Nance's real life and the romantic turbulence of Alexis Davis. On General Hospital, Alexis has known love and loss in equal measure. She has believed in forever, only to have it slip through her fingers. She has started over more than once, each time a little wiser, a little more guarded, yet still capable of hope. Fans have watched Alexis rebuild after heartbreak, finding strength in her daughters, her career, and her own hard-earned self-awareness.
Perhaps that is why they believe Nancy will do the same.
Life, like the soap opera she has devoted so much of it to, is a series of chapters.
Some are joyful. Some are devastating. But none are the end of the story.
There is something profoundly powerful about handling personal loss with quiet dignity. No public blame. No dramatic declarations. Just an acknowledgement that something once true is no longer so. In a world that often demands spectacle, Nance's restraint is refreshing. It suggests a woman who values peace over publicity, healing over headlines. Her fans, in turn, are responding in kind, offering encouragement rather than intrusion, compassion rather than curiosity. As of now, Nancy Lee Grahn has not elaborated on her statement, and she owes no one an explanation. Her focus, as always, remains on her work, her family, and her own well-being. On screen, Alexis Davis continues to navigate the storms of Port Charles with intelligence and heart. Off-screen, Nancy continues to embody the same qualities: strength, honesty, and the courage to face change head-on. The end of an engagement is not the end of a life story. It is a turning point, a moment that, in time, may be seen not only as a loss, but as the beginning of something new. For now, fans simply stand with her in the present, offering the same loyalty and affection they have shown for decades. Because whether in Port Charles or in real life, Nancy Lee Grahn has taught them one enduring lesson: even after heartbreak, the story goes on.